जरूरी सूचना कृपया ध्यान दीजिए. We interrupt your regularly scheduled weekend binge plans to issue a public service announcement. Emotional outbreak has been reported in multiple theaters across India following the release of Sayyara. Symptoms include sudden sniffles, grown men reaching for tissues, and emotionally charged WhatsApp status updates. Viewer discretion and hydration is advised. Look, here is a full disclaimer: I am not a film critic. Rotten Tomatoes doesn't care what I think of, and I promise IMDb won't ever verify me. And this is not a movie review. This is basically a public service announcement for public health, for public hearts. Because something unexpected happened last Friday, Sayyara released and theaters turned into emotional war zones. Grown men could be spotted crying, boys howling, tissues were being passed like election flyers, and I'm not even kidding. And nobody saw it coming. Maybe not even the film. You know that feeling when you're dragged to a distant cousin's wedding you didn't even know existed, sulking in your kurta pajama, and suddenly someone's Canada return niece smiles at you over the puchka stall and your life takes a complete Karan Johar turn? Come back. That is Sayyara for you. Sayyara is that wedding. It came here to make a quiet debut, or maybe not. Probably score a few decent reviews, maybe win a jury mention in some random film festival no one's really ever heard of. But instead, it broke the internet and bent patriarchy. You heard that right, bent patriarchy. Because when was the last time men crying on screen didn't get, "Oh, stop being so weak" in the comments? Well, barring of course an honorable Prime Minister who's actually turned national televised tears into a bit of a genre now. And no, please don't get me wrong. This isn't an open invite for tearful monologues every Friday. Let's just not push for it. So yes, Sayyara cries, and no, there's no apology in that. Sayyara didn't plan to smash societal norms, but somehow, in between its dialogue, montages, and chaos, it carved a space for boys to bawl like broken pressure cookers in public on record. ऐसा कभी हुआ है? नहीं ना. Should it keep happening? Oh yes. So while Sayyara may be raking in box office numbers, it's the involuntary therapy sessions happening in the last row of PVR Lajpat Nagar that deserves standing ovation. Because crying in AC is also a form of self-care, you see. And here's for some real talk. Sayyara did more for the emotional liberation of Indian men than years of gender sensitivity workshop. Just imagine what would have happened if Sadma or Tere Naam had released in this era of emotional openness and oversharing. People would have actually stopped naming their sons Radhe just to avoid collective trauma. Instead, we'd have had Gen Z saying, "You know what? My dad cried during Tere Naam, and that's how I knew he was emotionally available." You see, I know how rare that is, how even the act of seeing your father feel anything, let alone cry, can unlock a part of you that's long been in hiding. And maybe Sayyara did that for someone out there, because cinema doesn't just reflect society, it occasionally drags it by the collar and says, "Feel this, loser." Sayyara did just that, with vengeance, with violence. Oh, and no, I haven't watched the movie yet. Honestly, nobody's really sponsored it for me. But I'm very much in the second-hand grief economy, call it passive catharsis if you may. Well, so this is not a movie review. This is a public service announcement. This is a crisis update. And this is a thank you note. To every boy who wept, sniffed, sobbed, or sat in stunned silence, you weren't alone. And for me, this is Kahaniyat. Stay filed, stay VP, stay safe until the next emotional collapse on screen. Keep crying, keep watching.